Most of you know I'm a native Floridian. I grew up on a ranch near Brooksville, as you saw in that film. I graduated from the University of Florida. But the best decision, yeah, go Gators. But the best decision I ever made in my life was to marry my wife of 37 years, Ingrid. And she's down there in the audience tonight, and I could never do anything without her. I can guarantee you that. You're right to applaud her. She's the one who ought to get the applause. We live near Orlando, where we've raised our three boys. Our youngest son, Andrew, is a West Point graduate and recently returned from Kuwait. I served for 23 years in the Navy JAG Corps. I was a member of Congress, and as you know, since 2000, I've been privileged to serve as your Attorney General. When I'm not working, I like to go jogging, spend time with our two grandkids, and go fishing with my 94-year-old dad. I don't get to take him hunting much anymore, but we do get to go fishing some. I love this state more than any place on earth. The progress of Florida and the prosperity and security of its people have been the love of my life. It's a privilege for which I'm indebted beyond measure to the people of Florida. Florida is a place of limitless possibilities. With a little ingenuity, a lot of hard work, and faith in the abilities of free people, generations of Floridians have made our state a place where our dreams are never beyond our reach. Floridians have literally changed our world. Where would we be today without the ingenuity of Thomas Alva Edison, or the pioneering brilliance of Henry Morrison Flagler, and the literary genius of Zora Neale Hurston and Marjorie Kinnan Rawlins? Some of you know that the most brilliant discoveries that defined our country's greatness have happened right here in Florida. But in these difficult times, our continued progress is not assured. The accomplishments of the past won't guarantee our future success. The decisions we make in our moment of testing will determine if our tomorrow is better than today. And that's why I'm running for governor. I'm running for governor to face our troubles squarely, to rethink the old worn-out answers to complex problems, to build from our challenges a thriving Florida where every person has a chance to prosper from the honest employment of their God-given talents. I'm not interested in sound bites or campaign gimmicks. I've been described as more of a workhorse than a show horse, and that's just fine with me. I pride myself on being honest with the people who I trust and who trust me, not only to win an election, but to govern effectively. You'll always know where I stand and where I intend to lead. I'm a fiscal conservative. I won't just campaign as one, I'll govern as one. I don't like people wasting my money, and I consider it a moral responsibility not to waste yours. Parents would be ashamed if they lived beyond their means and burdened their children with the debts of their extravagance. So should government. I won't spend your money on things you don't need and saddle our children with high taxes they can't afford to service debts they didn't incur. I'll make sure Floridians have the opportunity, resources, and a fair and open field to succeed. Government can play an important role in encouraging economic growth and opportunity, but it does that by supporting the enterprise of private citizens as they build better lives and better communities. I believe in growing wealth, not redistributing it. I suspect you share that sentiment. Government can attract new employers and new jobs. It can improve opportunities for you to grow your own businesses, and keeping taxes low is a way to do that by reasonable insurance rates, improving public education, using common sense and imposing regulations that protect our quality of life. Or government can take more of your money and try to do things it doesn't know how to do. It can impose regulations on your business that do more harm than good. It can grow government payrolls at the expense of job creation in the private sector. We can't tax and spend our way out of our current difficulties. We have to grow our way out of them. And as governor, I'll do everything necessary to create the kind of new jobs that will not only speed our recovery from this recession, but secure Florida's future for generations to come. Good jobs in growth industries, permanent jobs, not temporary ones that'll disappear when the federal government stops financing them with borrowed money. We need to keep taxes low and cut them wherever we can. It won't do us any good to cut one tax only to raise another or impose a new one. Florida families and businesses shouldn't be punished for their success and the jobs they create. Nor should the fruits of a lifetime of hard work be confiscated by a government that didn't invest the capital, didn't hire the workers, make the tough decisions, or spend a single sleepless night worrying about inventory or high energy cost or a sick employee. The quality of our public education system is essential to the economic vitality of our state. We have improved accountability in our schools, and we've provided parents with some choice over where they send their kids to school. The effectiveness of reform that began under Jeb Bush's leadership can be measured by the national standing of our students. As Governor Christ often points out, Florida schools were once 31st in the nation when he took office. Today, we're 10th. We should be proud of that. Yeah, we should be. But I want you to know something. I want you to know something. When I'm governor, I won't rest until Florida's public schools are the very best in the nation. And every child in this state is prepared for the opportunities of the new economy. And Florida has a 21st century workforce. I'm not going to rest until then. The next governor is going to have to lead with all kinds of persistence and a practical sense of what's working and what isn't. We have to face the tough issues of our time, and we've got to solve them. Property insurance, property taxes, and water. These are complex issues, and no one person can solve them. If they weren't tough problems, they would have been fixed a long time ago. But the longer we wait, the harder they're going to be to solve. As your governor, we are going to face these problems together, and we are going to solve them. You better believe it. And I think all of you know me well enough tonight to know that I believe in the ideals Republicans are supposed to practice and not just preach, and all of you in this room do. Fiscal discipline, low taxes, equal justice, accountable government, and individual initiative. And we've accomplished great things for the American people when we put our principles to work for their benefit and not sacrifice them for our own gain. I'm proud to be a Republican, but I'm prouder to be an American. We have a duty to put problem solving ahead of partisanship. I believe that bipartisanship is possible, despite often discouraging tone and frequent futility in public debate. I've seen it work when proud Republicans and proud Democrats acted as patriots first, partisans second. And Florida and our country are better for it. My dad fought in World War II. I served 23 years in the Navy, and as I mentioned, our youngest son is on active duty in the Army, as you saw in that picture a minute ago. We owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to the men and women in uniform and to their families, and not a day goes by when I don't give thanks for their sacrifice and pray for their safety. So I want one more round of applause tonight for all of the veterans that have served our country and all the men and women in uniform who are serving tonight this country. I want you to know I'll have one agenda as your governor: to improve the opportunities for every Floridian to flourish and keep Florida a place where people never feel they have better opportunities elsewhere, a place where our kids want to stay and fulfill their hopes and dreams. These are serious times, and I offer serious, experienced, honest leadership and a lifelong commitment to the interests and values and the future of Florida. I love our beautiful state, and I believe in the extraordinary people who've made it the best place on earth. There's absolutely nothing beyond our reach, absolutely nothing. We can build an economy that offers opportunity to anyone with the initiative to seize it and leads the world in developing new ideas and new products for new markets. We can build a public education system that rewards good teachers, prepares our children for the challenges that await them, and responds to the concerns of their parents. We can reward the hard work of Floridians by protecting their property and respecting their right to enjoy and pass on the fruits of their labor. We can protect the great natural wonders and resources that are indispensable to our quality of life. We can build a future better than the past. The people of Florida are ready, and so am I. All I need is your help, and I will be the next governor of Florida. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.